Good morning, class 12th. I hope you are well. And today we are going to see some more command. So first of all, we are going to once again to see how to create a table and how to define the constraint like a not null, default, primary key, and foreign key. So come, we will see these all commands. We all know that MySQL is a command-based this one, so we have to type the command name correctly, otherwise we will get the error. And so look here, first of all I have to put the password whatever I given here. Then after, we are going to create a database, so I will write here create database, and the name of the database I am going to write here example1 semicolon. So look here, database is created. So to create a database, syntax is that create one space database, then name of the database. Then after, to enter inside the database, we have to use the command use example1 semicolon. We are inside the database according to the command. Now here we have to see how many tables are there. So to see the total number of tables inside the database, we have a command show tables. So look here, still now there is no any tables. Clear? If we want to look here, show database, for the database, sorry, that is a wrong command. So databases. Look here in your database, in your MySQL, there is a total number of database information. These all things it is showing how many database you have created inside the MySQLs. Now again, we have to write here show tables. There is no any tables. So what will I do? Okay. We are going to create one table. So for the creating, we have table, we have to write create space table, which table we want to create, the name of the table. So we are going to keep here a student. And then after, we have to keep here one bracket, then we have to press the enter key, and then we have to write here the name of the columns. So we are going to make one student ID, that is a column name. If the column name containing two words, you have to use the underscore. You do not need to use space. Space is error, so we have to use here underscore, and then after the table column name, we have to give one space, then we have to write the data type int, and then if we want this field does not contain blank value, so we have to write here not null. Not null, it is not compulsory you have to write in a capital letter, you can also write in a small letter, but not null, both they are the two words, and the both words we have to write separately, not space null. Clear? If you want to make this field as a primary key, after the space you can also write here primary key, then it will treat as a primary key. Or to define a primary key, we have one more options. So the first way is that in front of the columns, after defining the data type, after defining the constraint, you should write the primary key. Otherwise, no need to use here primary key. Put here comma, and comma is a compulsory to define the next column details. So after the each column name, we have to give comma, and then we have to write here student f name, first name. The data type will be here char 50. If you want to make not null, so you have to write here not null, comma again, student l name char 50. And here if you want, it can be blank, so you can leave here. And then we are writing here student contact, and it can be integer. By default, integer will accept the 11 character. If you want, it may accept the 14 character, so in the brackets you have to write here 14. And then after, if it is a last, then we have to define here primary key, so we will write here primary key, name of the column that has to be treated as a primary key. Inside the bracket we will write student ID. If we want to make more than one field as a primary key, no problem. After the first column name, give the space and write the another column name. If you want to make some more, then put comma and write the names, that is your syntax. So here we are going to make only one primary key. So in the bracket, we write, and then after we will close the first bracket that we have written after the student, and we will put the semicolon. Look here, query, okay, that means there is no mistakes, and zero row factor, that means table is created. So if you want to see table is created, so what we have a command, show tables. So look here, we have one table, that name is a student. If we want to see the structure of the table, we have to write here describe student, and look here, it is showing what is a table structure. We have a student id, int id, f name, l name, and student contact. Now we are going to see how we will create a foreign key. So first of all, we have to know what is a foreign key. The primary key of any table is going to use in another table as a normal key. It is known as a foreign key. So if we want, there are just some restrictions, there is just some updations, whatever the changes I may do in the primary key field, the foreign key will automatically change. If we want to delete the record from the student table, so from the foreign key tables, from the others table where the foreign key is defined, it may delete. We have to write on update cascade and on delete cascade. So come here, we are going to see how we will create a foreign key. We are going to create one more table, create a table. Create a table, we are going to use here another like a fees. We are going to make a fees table. So here again, and what we will give here, fid fees id integer, and it is a 12, and then here we are going to define as a primary key, comma, then we have to use here student id. To define the foreign key, there is a few rules. The rules is that the column name and the data type will same in a both table, in the primary key also and in the foreign key also. So in the table fees, we are going to create a foreign key. So here, look here, in the student, a student id is a primary key. So here we are writing student id as it is, we have written, and the data type is a what, int, comma, we are going to write which day you have submitted the fees, so feed that, and then we are going to write the fees amount is an integer. Then after, we are going to write here about the foreign key, which key in this table will work as a foreign key. So we have to write a foreign key keywords, spelling, see there carefully, clear. And then after, let me to scroll little bit, yeah. So here we have to write a name that will work as a name of the column that work as a foreign key. So foreign key inside the bracket, name of the columns, clear. If we have a more than one, we can do also, and then here we have only one, so foreign key student id, and then we have to write here references, means which table we are going to make a link. So we have to write here references, and then name of the table, and from this table which column you are going to give a references as a foreign key. So here references, name of the table is the student, and in the student id we are going to use as a foreign key we have given here. Then after, if we want, whatever the updations I may do in the primary key, the foreign key tables automatically update. So we have to write on update cascade. And then if we want, if I may delete the record from the primary key tables, then the foreign key record automatically delete. So we have to write on delete cascade. And space this one, look here. The table is created, the foreign key is also created, a relation is also created between the student and fee. So look here, we have to see again tables. So tables, we have a two tables. First one is a fee, second one is a student. If we want to describe here, so describe, we will do here fees. So look here, fid is a primary key and as student id is a multiple key, that means it is a foreign key, clear. Now after creation the foreign key, we have to know the restrictions, what things we can't do. if we want to insert any record inside the field, and when we are going to insert the student id, so the student id must be created inside the student table, otherwise it will not insert. So first of all, let I will insert the value, insert into student, and then we have to write here values, and the first value is id 12, the second value is a what, first name. And if you are not knowing that, so you can use here describe student and see the structure, and then you may write here, yeah, then you may write the query insert into student. If you are not knowing the sequences values, the first value is id, so id, the second value is the f name, so we have writing here Vikas, and last name is just Srivastava, and then comma contact name, whatever we have to give, clear, and then we have to, okay, okay, sorry, we do not need to use id here, we need to give here values, so we have given 12. One row affected, if you want to see the record, so we all know that we select from where, student, look here, it is created. Now if we are writing again one more command, select from fees, so there is no any record. So if we want to insert, what we will do, I will write here and once again describe the fees. If we are not remembering the sequences, if you are remembering the sequences, you can write the direct queries, otherwise see the sequences and then write down insert into fees table, clear, values, id you can give any, and student id you have to give here that is existing inside the student table. So suddenly here let me to do some changes. Fees id is the student id is a 12, and the fee date is a date. First we have to write the year, comma, then we have to write the month, and then we have to write the day. That is just rules to write the date, comma, how much fees we have submitted, 3000. Now you want to see, look here, one record is created, but in that case if you are writing here insert into the fees values 100, id is 13, we all know that the 13 is, it is not in a table. So first I will show you how many records in the student table. So select from student, only one record is there, clear. We are going to insert into the fees, insert into the fees, and we have written values, and first value we have to give id, and then the second value we have to give as a student id that is not existing. We are going to see key what is the problem, yeah, can be insert or not, so we will see here. And then fee date is a 2020, 6 month and 31 day, and fees amount 4000. Incorrect date values, that means here in the 6 month there is no this one, so we will write like that. Look here what is given, cannot add or update a child row of foreign key consent field, because in the fee table we can't insert that record which id is not existing in the student table. So that is a foreign key concept. So I hope you have understand this all. Now look here, we are going to see one more command, describe student. After describing we got in the student table, we have a response, we want to add some more columns, we want to add the what, address column inside the student. So for that we have a alter command, alter table student, and we have to write here add. If you are going to add a new column, so add, and the name of the column we are going to write student address, and the size we have written here cat 20, and only that much. Look here now. After that, you will write here describe student. You will see one more column is added student address. So I hope you understand this all today only that much. Thank you, class.